News, my wonderful people. Peter Obi to speak on economy security at Shitam's house. We brought you up to speed when our very own brother, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, was invited the other time, and he was asked questions, and what Tinubu cleverly did was delegate the questions to other people to answer, as against him answering those questions and telling Nigerians what he intend to do in terms of bringing about direction in situations and things going on in the country. Himself right now has taken a different turn, and he's doing something quite differently, and Nigerians are just watching to see what will follow. So Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu was there, and his days there, did not quite sit well with Nigerians. And so this is what is going on now. So, this is what is happening right now. So, Peter Obi is speaking in terms of, security and what have you. So please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Peter Obi to speak on economy security at Shitam's house. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, is scheduled to speak at Shitam's house, the United Kingdom, on Monday. Shitam's house has a statement on his website, a statement tagged the event as Nigeria 2023 election, a vision for policies, changes, and institutional reform. The Labour Party candidate is expected to speak on his plans for policies and governance reform in Nigeria. The event will be hosted by Alex Vance, the managing director of the African program at Shitam's house. Nigeria is scheduled to hold presidential and National Assembly election on 25th February, as well as governorship and other subnational election on 11th March, the Post reads. The election ends President Muhammadu Buhari's two-term in office since his election in 2015 and marks the first time he is not a candidate in a presidential election in 20 years. An important marker in Nigeria's trajectory is of democracy and consolidation. Nigeria Electoral Act, enacted in February 2022, has contributed to improve hope around the election process, reflecting in the additions of 12.29 million new voters, 9.51 million of which were validated in Nigerians' votes registered, exercise, and bringing the total number of registered voters to about 93 million. Nigeria stands at a critical junction, having suffered from 2 recessions in the last 6 years, unpredicted level of physical and food insecurity, persistent fuel security, and high level of crude oil theft. Civic fatigue also remains an important challenge, and Buhari's 3 main policies, pillars of security, economy, and corruption, continue to be the defining issue for every citizen, as he has not done any of this. Peter Obi, a former governor of Anambra State, discussions will be around this, his vision for policies for governance reform in Nigeria, including the priorities for tracking down rooted insecurity and corruption, and measures to promote social and political mobility for Nigerian citizens. Obi's scheduled visit to Shitam's house comes weeks after Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC, is in the same place. So Peter Obi is to come and speak on some of these matters, and every single person can see for themselves, what is going on and why we should not allow some things to happen. It is very, very important that we understand where we are at. Okay, it's very, very important that we understand where we are at and do not allow the same thing to hold us down. Okay, so we just need to ensure. Okay, we just need to ensure that we are we are particularly working and do not allow the same thing to hold us down. Every single one of us must bring everything we need to bring to the book and ensure that we do everything that is needed for us to move forward. Okay, Peter Obi will also be visiting the same Shitan's house that Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. I think at some point too, Atiku will also be visiting the same Shitan's house, and they are to speak on the same matters: insecurity, economy, corruption, which has been the prevailing matters, in Nigeria. So these are all kinds of things and matters going on, and why every single person must ensure that we do not allow our country to be a bedrock for them to, to do these things that they do. Our country must become very, very prepared to ensure that we do everything and bring this nation, to the pedestal of truth, where we must ensure that everybody that is a part of the government understands where they are standing and who they are working with. Okay, so we just need to ensure that we rise up to it. We all need to ensure we rise up to it and bring things in order for the nation to move forward. Every single one of us, everything that is going on, shows again and again, things that have held us bound for far too long. If there's anything that is going to be called change that we all need to work at, it's now. It's now or never. So we have to ensure that we understand everybody, what everybody brings to the table, and do not neglect the fact that the opportunity we are holding today, that we have today, is not taken from us because of selfish individuals and those who are no people, who have come to hold us down and who do not share in our value for a transformed nation. So they don't share in those values. They want the country to remain in the position where it is currently today. They don't share in those values. They want the country to be held down, to be kept down, and to remain in the same position, in the same place. So if there is going to be any form of change, truly and sincerely speaking, that change will have to come with every one of us working at it. Every single person has got a part to play in it. So here it is, my people. Here it is. Please remember that you have a voice. Yes? Remember that you have a voice. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can have all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. So let's speak out together and reject everything and anything that have held us bound for far too long. God bless. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.